horizontal x-ray, we're going to go ahead and bring the bone density or bone enhancement up to 80%. And I already took out the overlay and zoomed up as far as we need to go. So first thing we need to do is put AO vertex calculations. Place that wherever you'd like to. And then the next one is the vertex skull line template. Click that, place it down. And then we're going to be zoning. So we're going to be looking mainly within this line, this line, and that line. Now it's very hard to actually see where her mastoids are, but you can at least see some air pockets right here, letting you know that that's where a mastoid is, and that's where another mastoid is. So we want to be below that area. So roughly around this area. So looking at just placing it at the 0 degree mark, you can see how this may be symmetrical up here, but this is definitely not symmetrical. So we have to actually angle this quite a bit in order to get this symmetrical. So I'm going to bring this all the way over here. And now at that point, we are just about there. Okay, so now here you have it to where it's symmetrical right here, there, and there. And we can go ahead and press the key, question mark. Now I'm going ahead and do the atlas line, but before we do that, we'll mark the different spots so you can see where we're supposed to go. Now it is difficult to see the actual facets. Well, let's see if we can go ahead and show that to you real quick. The first one we're going to be looking at is right up here for the superior facets, inferior facets down here, and then you have the transverse foramen, so middle of there, transverse foramen, middle right there, anterior tubercle, and then down here you have the posterior tubercle. At that point we make a line all the way across to each one of these. And then we use the horizontal orthogonal angle for the anterior tubercle to the posterior tubercle. At this point we bring all the lines up to the top one to see how well they correlate. So far so good. And so really all of them are together, so this one's kind of roughly in the middle, so we'll use this one. And we'll delete all the rest of these. And we'll delete all these dots too. Alright, so now we actually have to put the official line down, so the vertex atlas line. And again, clicking where we're supposed to. And then delete that line if possible. There we go. So now zooming back out, we can see that automatically configures for the AHRY, or the pre-Y according to the program here. Now, just in case you don't remember, this is that number that needs to be transferred over to the frontal x-ray, and you want to especially make note of a couple things. One, this is the left side of the body, this is the right side, so the acute angle that we can even visualize is right here. Sometimes the program gets a little bit weird and starts measuring this number wrong. So you want to double check and make sure that it is showing the correct angle that is acute. The next thing you want to look at is this number right here, seeing that it is a positive 3.42. Sometimes it will show a negative number, and whatever number is in the parentheses is what you'll actually put in on the frontal. So I'll go to the frontal real quick just so you can see it. You'd come over here, double click on the AO main calculations, and this is where you put in the pre-Y. So it was, let's double check, so 3.42. So come in here, double click, 3.42, and now the frontal has that information for the pre-Y, verifying for the Z and really the X, not the Y. And that's how you analyze the frontal or the horizontal X-ray.